Welcome back to Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we dispelled all of the barriers, or actually the remaining two are all we did in the last episode. But in this episode, we're going to enter Ganon's tower, I guess? I don't really know. We're just going to finish up Ganon's castle. And once you step into this room, you can hear some very ominous organ music being played by none other than Ganon himself. So that's a neat little thing. Of course, you're gonna have fire keys flying around here, which is annoying as all hell. But oh well. You don't really have to kill them if you don't want to. You just walk right by them. And BD, no big deal. Okay, I'm pretty sure you do have to kill these guys though, just because they're a little bigger than a few keys. And surprisingly, I'm not losing any hearts here. Oh, okay, I just lost a quarter of one. Oh well. That'll open the door. And what's neat about this place is the farther you progress, the louder the music gets, which is really neat. I'm sorry I keep talking though, so you can't really hear it, but you can't really hear it anyway in this room because there's Stalfos making their little giggling noises. Oh, oh, oh. Leave me alone, man. I've fought many the likes of you. I've even fought you as a child. With my little tiny Kokiri sword. I've killed your own kind with a Kokiri sword. How does that make you feel? As a race? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's racist. Racist towards Stalfos, man. So insensitive. How can anyone be so insensitive? And we get the boss key. Now you can get inside the chamber where the boss lurks. Yeah, it's the boss. The final boss, actually. Which is neat. We finally got the key for that. I think that's the last key we're ever gonna get in this game. So sad. I'm shedding a little tear right now. I know you can't tell. In this room, we're gonna have two iron knuckles. I advise you not to hit them both at once with your sword. Instead, try to just hit one at a time so that you're not overwhelmed. Yeah, like that. And then also, once you're fighting this guy, be careful not to hit the other guy, because that's happened to me, and it is really overwhelming to try to fight two at a time. Oh god. Wow, they do a lot more damage than I thought. We have double defense, and he still took away like 3 hearts. That would be like a normal 6 hearts. That's ridiculous. That's more than Ganondorf, I'm pretty sure. Shit, dude. Calm down. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down, please. Good God, I'm really just not doing well here. I keep expecting Link to like roll like he does in Wind Waker, but no. He doesn't do that in this game. Or not in Wind Waker, what am I talking about? In Twilight Princess. I don't know. Does he even do that in that game? I don't know. Anyway, let's not talk about the GameCube Zelda games. If we open this door, you'll be surprised to find that the boss is not actually in here. However, there are some pots in here that you can break if you need to. I'm not going to because of these are going to be important later. So I'm just going to save them. I mean, they might be important later. I'm not necessarily saying that they will be, just that they might be. So, I don't know. We gotta climb this long-ass staircase. This is it. This is the finale, isn't it? Wow. Episode 88. Insane. And here we go. The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me.
Amen. I can't help you. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Amen.
Alright, the Great King of Evil, Ganondorf. This is pretty much the final boss fight. Like Navi said, you can't use her because she can't get close to Ganondorf, so there is no Z targeting during this battle, which is kind of inconvenient considering we're going to have to be using light arrows. But anyway, Ganondorf is going to stay mainly in the center of the room. He's going to kind of float around. I don't know how he does that. It's cool. But he's going to shoot occasionally a ball of light at you. You want to hit it back. This is basically a more advanced version of the Phantom Ganon fight, even though I think the Phantom Ganon fight is harder for me for some reason. But once you successfully hit him with his own ball of light, you're going to want to hit him with a light arrow like I just did, and then go up and attack him with your sword. It's a good idea to use the Bigoron sword in here since you don't really need your shield, and just because the Bigoron sword does a lot more damage than the Master Sword. But, I mean, if you don't have the Bigoron sword, then the Master Sword is still pretty good. I mean, it's really your only option if you don't have the Bigoron sword. Sometimes these tennis matches can last forever, like I'm demonstrating now. Alright, that one wasn't that long, but I have had I don't want to say matches because that's kind of weird. Strangely enough, Navi can Z-target him once he's stunned, which I don't really understand. Maybe it's because the light arrows like purify the darkness or something. I don't really know. Anyway, you're just gonna play tennis with him over and over again and just repeat this. And that's the whole battle pretty much. Those jars that I said earlier that you should probably conserve, if you end up running out of magic or if you're running low on hearts, you can go down in that pit, this pit right here that I'm jumping over, and the jars will be down there so you can get magic and hearts if you need them, and Ganondorf is defeated. The great evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid? And he throws up. Amen. Fun fact, in the early versions of this game, Ganondorf's vomit was red instead of green. Just a little fun fact I thought you should know. Ganondorf, pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he cannot control the power of the gods, and... Amen, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please follow me. Okay, turns out we're not done yet. We have one final thing to do, which is escape the castle. And Zelda's going to accompany us by leading us out. Even though you can actually run ahead of her, which I like to do because she's slow as all hell. But as you can see, we do have a time limit to get out of here. And Zelda's going to have to open these doors for you, so you're pretty much going to have to stay close to her this whole time. But This isn't very hard, really. Just make sure you don't get hit by these falling debris. It's not that hard, really. Just make sure that Zelda's close to you. Otherwise, there are some instances where she can get stuck and not know where you are or something if you go too far ahead of her, and that just messes you up all the way. And somehow Zelda just kind of levitates over that pit, but oh well. So yeah, this is exciting, I guess. I know I'm not the most exciting person in the world. I'm probably ruining everything about this. I'm sorry I lied to you about the game being over. And I'm actually kind of worried because, yeah, you can actually kind of pull something off that you can jump on top of Zelda and she kind of gasped in fear because you're jumping on her. I always thought that was kind of funny. But I believe we're going to have to... Yeah, she's going to get herself trapped in fire. We have to kill some Stalfos or something. Come on, man. I already fought you two. Trying to come back from the grave? I don't think so. I mean, you already technically came back from the grave the first time I fought you since you're skeletons. Thank you, Amen. Now let's hurry. Okay, man, I was trying to, but you're keeping me. She'll drop you some hearts there, so make sure to get them if you're low on hearts or if you just want some. I don't know. I'm kind of scared that I'm going to run out of time because my capture card says, you have 6 minutes left, sir. You have 6 minutes. And I'm kind of worried because I kind of want to do all of this in just one big finale episode. The whole Ganondorf battle and the escape thing. So I don't really know. I'm probably going to have to... Well, I am going to have to make a couple different recordings and then just edit them together, which is going to be a pain in the butt, but the time limit here isn't really much to worry about, considering you can get out of this place with minutes to spare if you're good enough. So, I hate to copy someone, but open that door with his skinny ass arms. Okay, I had to say it once. Sorry about it. There's a redead here. Make sure to stay on the right side of the bridge if possible, and he won't even try to touch you. I don't know why that redead is just randomly there. He kind of came out of nowhere, but he wasn't even there in the first place. But here we go. This is it. This is the final gate, and we're home free. Zelda with a minute to spare, a minute and a half, I think. Oh, a minute and 17 seconds. Well, that's pretty good still. Please don't run out on me. Timer. It's over. It's finally over. Amen. Wrong voice again. Amen. I'm so sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. What is that sound? Okay, I apologize for not being entirely 100% truthful, and I want to put on the green tunic here before we do anything else, just to keep everything as classic as possible. Ganon, the true final boss of Ocarina of Time. Oddly enough, he doesn't have a kind of caption subtitle thing like the other bosses do, but as you can see, he knocks away our Master Sword. There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time we fight together. That's great, Navi. I'm glad you're finally stepping up to help me out here. Okay, so unlike the Ganondorf battle, you can Z-target him and Navi will try to tell you something. Ganon, I really have no idea what his weak point is. Wow, Navi, you're really helpful here. Okay. Anyway, since he knocked away your Master Sword, you're not going to have a sword equipped automatically, even if you have the Bigoron sword equipped instead of the Master Sword. However, you can just re-equip the Bigoron sword if you have it to make this boss battle really easy. Alternatively, you can stun him with light arrows, which is what you're supposed to do, like this, and then go behind him and hit his tail, which is his weak point. Navi didn't tell us that, but that's his weak point. You can also use Deku Nuts to stun him for a very short time, or bombs, I think. I don't know, maybe. But this isn't a very hard boss fight, if you ask me. It's actually quite easy, especially if you know like all the tricks that you can to defeat him. It's really quite easy. If he breaks these kind of structure things with his two swords, then you'll get hearts or bombs or other resources. But it doesn't. We don't really need them right now. After a couple of hits, or after he's taken enough damage, rather, the fire will go back down, and which will allow you to go get your Master Sword again. And you actually need to defeat Ganon. You need to lay the final blow on him with the Master Sword, so you can't use the Bigoron sword. Right here, he's going to be down for a little bit.
Amen! The Master Sword is here! Hurry up!
Yeah, so you gotta go and get it, and it's kind of a cool graphic with the sword stuck in the ground. I don't know, only I would say that. So, oh, and don't worry about that either, because it's not really timed. You have as much time as you want. But now, a little tip I'll show you. You can actually roll between Ganon's legs and just hit him from behind. That's the easiest way to do this fight. And I feel kind of cheap doing it this way, but oh well. It doesn't really matter. You can use light arrows, I already demonstrated how to do that, but I just don't really want to waste the magic. I'll do it one more time, just to be fair, I guess. Just to be somewhat fair. And I don't believe this part of the battle is actually based on damage. Instead, it's based on number of hits that you get on him. So at this point, it doesn't really matter which sword you use, because the Bigoron's sword doesn't do as much damage, or it doesn't do any more damage than the Master Sword does in this instance. So yeah, just rinse and repeat. I think you have to hit him 10 times to finally defeat him. Not too hard if you're using the strategy that I am. This battle, I almost said this bottle. This battle can be hard if you run out of magic though, so be careful. Damn, Zelda doing her part.
I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow.
Yeah. So you actually cannot do this part unless you have the Master Sword equipped. So make sure that you have that. Or actually, I don't even think you can get to this point if you're not using the Master Sword. So just use it. It doesn't make a difference. And sword in the forehead again for the second time on my channel. Oh boy. And we have completed Ocarina of Time. 6 sages, now! Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil carnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. You! Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Curse you, amen! Someday, when the seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants! As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. And somehow he ended up in the middle of the sky. I don't even know what happened there. Where are we, by the way? We were just on that battlefield, but now we're suddenly here. Thank you, Amen. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world, for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Amen. Give the Ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now, go home, Amen. Regain your lost time. Home, where you're supposed to be, the way you are supposed to be. Thank you, Amen. Goodbye. And with that, Ocarina of Time comes to a close. It really has been a great adventure for all of us, I think. Well, I mean, all maybe 2 or 3 viewers that there are out there, but you know, I had a good time playing this game. I don't know. I guess we'll just watch the credits, because that's really all there is left to do. And just make fun of the Japanese names. And also reflect on our time playing Ocarina of Time. Can't really say that I learned much because I've played this game so many times already, but I definitely enjoyed it. This is like, what, my 12th or 13th time playing this probably, but I still enjoyed it, so it just goes to show how great of a game this really is, and I'm glad I could share it with you. I don't know. It's crazy that it's over. It's been a long time though. It's been since last November, which is insane, but of course I did have that hiatus, like in the middle of it. Well, not really in the middle, it was like the beginning, but oh well. Never mind that. And we get some nice looks at the scenery, with some very pleasant music in the background. Brings back a lot of memories. Not memories from too far ago, or too long ago, but oh, and the baby Deku Tree, or the Deku Tree Sprout, or whatever it's called. Yeah, not memories from too long ago, but good ones nonetheless. Let me get a nice panning shot of Kokiri Forest. Oh, those assholes who made fun of us because we didn't have a ferry. We showed them, didn't we? Yeah. Hyrule Field. Get a nice, oh, Epona. Is that Epona? I mean, it must be. I don't know what other horse it would be. It'd be funny if they just took a random horse from Lon Lon Ranch and just made it run across the field and were like, oh, put that in the credits. That'll be good. It's not even the iconic horse of this franchise, but oh well. Actually, this is Epona's first appearance, so she's not really in that many games. She's only in 3, I think. Well, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, it's a great fire. I mean, a great party. Well, it is a great fire too. Oh, there's Talon and Ingo. They're buddies now for some reason. Goron's dancing. Zora's dancing. People from the market. They're all lining up to look at the fire. There's Guru, the windmill man, all the Kokiri people, the running man, even though we didn't really have an experience with him. We didn't get to meet this guy, although he was in the desert. The bean salesman, the lakeside laboratory guy, Epona and Milan, and the carpenters, and another random horse, some cows. Oh, sing your heart out. Happy Mask salesman, the fishing hole guy. Oh, Medi Goron. That's actually another character that we didn't meet, I don't think. There's Big Goron dancing around. He's gonna kill someone, probably. Gerudo's, the Honey and Darling from the marketplace. Wow, everyone's here. It's a grand old party. There's Mido. You sit and you sulk, you bastard. And King Zora. He's too fat to get up, that's why he's not dancing. Mido's just a sore loser, I guess. He didn't really lose anything, but we're better than him, and he doesn't like that very much. But oh well. Just a little happy little note. My computer, I found out that there were hidden files on it. So this is all very appropriate for this happy ending and whatnot. But I found out, oh, there's the sages, by the way. They're all looking at us. Yeah. Saria, our childhood friend. Rudo, our fiance. Impa, the transgender. Yeah, but I found like hidden files on my computer, and I just deleted them, and it gave me like 7 extra gigs, which doesn't sound like that much, but it gives me like an extra 40 minutes of recording space, so I'm really happy. And here we go, going back to our childhood to relive it all, the time that we missed. I don't know why Link looks so surprised. We went back and forth through time a bunch of times. It's Let's Play. And Navi finally leaves us at the very end of the game. She leaves us alone forever. Goodbye, Navi. I will not miss you that much. It is kind of sad, I guess, that Navi just leaves him, considering that Navi was what gave him his original confidence and set him apart from all the other Kokiri, even though he wasn't really Kokiri. But there we go, presented by Nintendo with the Master Sword. Yeah, boy. We did it. We beat Ocarina of Time. 88 parts, man. It's crazy. This particular cutscene here always kind of confused me since I didn't really know what was going on. But I guess it's supposed to be Link coming back to warn Zelda about Ganondorf or something. I don't really know, but it's a good ending, I guess. The Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time. The end. And I don't believe you can actually exit this screen, although I might be wrong. I'm pressing all the buttons I can, but I don't think you can exit it. So, thank you for watching Ocarina of Time. Even if you just watched like the last 5 minutes of it, thanks for watching, I guess. But I will see you in the next LP. I hope you're excited. See you then.